he let's talk about Coachella. The adventure's still going because I'm still here. I'll be leaving tomorrow. But it definitely has been an experience. I had a good and a bad time. It was great and horrible. It was cool. uh, and yeah. It was unforgettable. And that's an experience nobody can take away from me no matter what. And that's how I'm seeing this. Now, go ahead and grab your palomitas, grab your popcorn. Wait. The adventure starts when I have one day before I leave for my trip. And I go to sleep, excited to leave the next morning. I already asked my dad to drop me off. We have a plan. Great. My flight leaves at 7 a.m. with one Scala, damn it, rebound, claim, damn it, what's it called? I know you're saying it out loud, but I can't hear you. Layover. with with one layover. I had taken planes before, but I never taken a layover. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be my first time. So I'm about to go to sleep, and I get a text message. Your flight has been canceled. And he continues saying like, here is your new itinerary. And I'm like, okay. Now, pause. Insert. My plan was to go to Palm Springs. That's why I got the Coachella ticket. You know, I was gonna be there. My friend lives there. She was gonna host me. Thank you, comadre. I love you. Yes. But then, excited in the moment, I decided to get designer's clothes from this designer that I know in Los Angeles. And I say, oh, look, Los Angeles and Palm Springs, they're so close together. There must be a shuttle that will take me from one to the other one. And I Google it, and yes, they said shuttles are available. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just take a shuttle. And go to California. I mean, Los Angeles. I'll stay there for a few days. And then I'll go to Palm Springs again on the shuttle back. And oh, hold on, and there's some more. When I couldn't sleep anymore before I got a text message, I saw that the shuttles were not able to take me free, that they were like private shuttles. And I'm like, well, that's not gonna work. So well, I got an Amtrak ticket, you know, but you're supposed to schedule it for the time you're going, so I did that. So when the new itinerary came in, I realized I was gonna not make it to my Amtrak because guess what? I had to do 2 layovers, and I'm like, okay, good thing I'm going ahead of time, and I'm not gonna make KAROLCHELLA. So I'm like, okay, let's go. So I didn't tell my dad anything because the flight was gonna leave at 7:30, and I'm like, let's just go. I got dropped off. I did all my layovers, hangovers, pullovers, and I was so exhausted. I was sleeping in the whole plane. So I guess that's how I didn't have any jet lag, because I didn't really feel like I was off. I was just like, okay, it's time, it's early, let's go, wake up, let's go, it's nighttime, let's go to sleep. I didn't feel any difference. And that's how I made it to California. But guess what? There's more. Because I was gonna miss the Amtrak train, I had to rent a car to go to California. I mean, to Los Angeles. I keep saying California. That was another chunk of money that I did not expect it to spend, but it happened. But that gave me the opportunity to drive to one of the billboards for Karol G. So I was there. I was so excited. I didn't realize that there was like this side has one thing, and in the other side had the other thing, and I was right there. Stupid. But it happened. I made it to LA. It was great. The drive was nice. There was traffic, but I was playing my music. I was driving this pickup truck. It was huge. But I'm used to it because my family drives big cars. So I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm not freaking out about the size of the car. And I made it to my Airbnb. That's another story, but we don't need to talk about that one. Next part. So now is day one of KAROLCHELLA. I look really good. But I was very self-conscious because my butt was out and I didn't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But then some people were like, hey, yeah, that's good. And I'm like, oh my god, yes, thanks. Thanks, I'm not gonna get stabbed here. Because, I'm going by myself after all. And I have a lot of anxiety. And after COVID, it's weird for me to be around a lot of people. I also am very bad at meeting people for the first time. I am very awkward. I walk around with my headphones on the whole time. It's very like about me and my world. So like when I'm put in places with other people, I don't know how to behave. In a good and in a bad time. Like I just kind of shut down and kind of just freeze. And I might not be doing anything harmful, but like in my mind, I'm like, I don't know what's happening. So, yeah. I walked through all the stages. I had my headphones on, so because that's how I lower my anxiety. Like I listen to music and okay, it's fine. Just let's make it from point A to point B, and you'll just remember why you're here. So I walked through the whole thing. Everything was beautiful. Everything was nice. I felt like I should go with other people a little bit, like 10%. I was like, I should be with someone else, or like a group, something, just like not by myself. But then I just, did my own thing. I knew that Karol G had like an installation for Latina Forever, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go and find it, and I did, and I was like, I'm doing Tekuhe, like that, like the music video part, and I rented one time in my head, and then I went for it. I told this girl, yo, can you record me? She's like, yeah, I got you. And I thanks so much. And that's another thing, because I didn't have people to, like, it was very easy for me to ask somebody to take a picture, and they were fine taking them, but it's like you need that one person. Maybe I need to hire an assistant. Okay. I did the video. I knew, like in my mind, I'm like, fuck, this place is so small, like I can't do this one part, it's gonna look bad, but whatever. And there's other people wanting to take pictures and videos, so I'm like, fuck no, I'm not gonna hold the line more. So I just went with it. And then I realized my knee was bleeding. And I'm like, where is my technique? I've done this dance before. You're supposed to put your weight on your heels, so your knees are like free to move open and close. But I know, I put my weight on my knees and I open and close, and I made my knee bleed. Alright, I was being an adult. And by that I mean I was, doing some substances. And I was throwing up at one point because I was drinking too much. And I said, not too much, but it was just, I don't drink a lot. I'm a very lightweight, so if I drink a little regularly, I'm already fucking up. So I'm throwing up, and my friend who's hosting me, I told her I'm coming for the festival, but like I still feel bad that I was gonna come here, stay at her place, and not hang out with her for one night. Like, yes, today we're hanging out, but it's Monday and things are out. Like, people are not hanging out like that. So I was, fuck. What about if I just leave and hang out with Gloria? So I was already drunk. I grabbed my stuff and I said, okay, well, I'm here to see Karol G. So let's go find this bus. So I found the bus. And there's more. Alright. I'm on my way to leave for the bus. I'm on my way to leave for the bus, and I exit. Okay, so you already know I went to Coachella, so you already know how things ended. Chill. So I'm on my way to the shuttle bus, and I exit the venue, and there's this guy right there, and he's like, "Hey, can I ask you a question? Why are you leaving?" And I'm like, "Oh, cause I don't really care for these artists. I wanted to see. I am here to see Karol G." And he's like, Can you sell me your bracelet?" And I'm like, "Nah, bro. um, no, cause Karol G is on Sunday, and I need it." He's like, "No, what about if I give it back to you?" And I'm like, "No." But I don't know, something in his eyes, like I knew, like he was being honest, and like he was gonna give it back. So then I left, and then he came back a few seconds later with his girlfriend, I guess, and they're like, "Yo, she's gonna give you her ID, as so that we're gonna give it back to you. How is that? Like, will that be a good trust exchange? Because how are you gonna trust somebody so quickly?" And if you know me, I'm a ball of heart. And I said, "Well, these people want to go. This girl has already a bracelet. I want to hang out with my friend, and I just want to see Karol G." So I said, "You know what? If it comes out of my risk, we'll make it happen. But don't fuck me over." And when he said, "I won't," my bracelet came off from my wrist, and I said, "This is meant to be." And then I asked, because I'm nice, and I'm like, "Who is driving home?" And he was like, "She is." And I'm like, "Bro, you're giving me her ID. Come on now. Like, keep it, get home safe, and just bring me we'll get together to meet up for the bracelet." He's like, "Alright, cool." So I went without my bracelet on day one. I told this story to some of my friends, and of course, just like you are, they were like, "What the fuck did you just do? You're not gonna get your bracelet back. Who are these people? Did you get your name? What is their address? What's their social security?" Just kidding, they didn't ask me that. But like, everyone was freaking out. And I'm like, "Come on." We had a good time with my friend. We went out hiking. It was so beautiful. Like, if I hadn't gone to the festival, I would not have seen that, and I would have gone here without seeing these palms, these rocks, the whole mountain. That was so cool. It really was. And then in the nighttime, we went out partying. Like where the people party here, and it's so cool. I really love it. This is such a vibe. It's definitely a vibe here in this city. A classy vibe. It's not even like ghetto vibe. It's cute. Very cute. So now it's Saturday night. My friend is freaking out. We got home like around 1 a.m., maybe 2. And no, like 1 a.m. And then they're like, "Okay, well, good luck tomorrow." And I was messaging the dude, and he's like, "Yo, we're gonna give it to you tonight." And I said, "Alright." And they gave me my we went back and forth, but it's Justin Bieber. Things ended up late. Traffic took forever. They showed up at my place at 4 a.m. and I picked up the bracelet. We gave a hug through a gate because this place was gated, and I didn't have a key because it's not my house. And I got my bracelet back. It is now day 0. It is KAROLCHELLA time. I dressed up very bichota. I get dropped off, and I'm very excited and pumped. On my first day at Coachella, I noticed that you can be very close to the front. Well, I don't really go to festivals. I went to Sueños and Lollapalooza. In Lollapalooza, it was my first festival, and that's when Karol G was performing. And I was very far back. I had like a lot of room next to me. Nobody was singing around me, and I said, "Oh my God, this is not a good vibe. Like, what the hell? You don't know these songs?" So I thought that was off. Then for Shakira, I tried to go as close as possible. I was a little less scared of people, but that was it. I thought I had a good view or whatever. Well, like, it was close. But in concerts, I said if I ever get to be close, I would like to be, because usually they have like the stage and then like a runway, and I wanted to be in the end of the runway facing, you know, because if I'm closer, I did not want it to look back behind me. I did not want it to do that. Pero Ramon, because he didn't go on Saturday, he didn't realize the headliners had like these 3 stages and like how things work. And that was my original plan, to like observe, see how it happens, and then make the best choice on Sunday. But I went out with my friend. I had a great time, but I fucked up my plan of my concert. But man, it's just life. You just need to make choices. They're gonna feel like it's a bad choice, but you made a choice, and that's okay. It's okay to make choices, not bad choices or good choices, just choices. Do it. So I get to KAROLCHELLA. I take one picture. We're doing one picture, and I'm running to this place. There's no one there, or from where I see, there's no one there. I'm walking, and I said, okay, what side are they gonna see? Karol G is gonna be looking, because I noticed that there was a whole gap in the middle, and I say, okay, that's for the camera, so I can't be like in front like how I would have done it in a concert. So I went on the right side, where, because you know, artists look to the right because they're right-handed, so it's like they usually focus on this side. So I put myself there in the front line, because I made it to like the barricade or whatever, and in front of me there were gonna be the VIP or rich people or famous people. I don't know. I didn't know. Oh God, this is when everything happens. Oh my God, I'm scared. I need a moment. All right. So I realized VIPs in that side, and in the other side you can get closer to the stage. But then it will be like being in a first row, and then I'll have to look back. And I said, nah, bro, let's stay on this side. I mean, choices. I stayed on that side, and I was looking really good. Everybody was there. A lot of them were like fans, you can tell, because they were wearing her clothes, like the colors and everything. And the girls next to me, they were fans, but they were not hardcore fans. And yes, they were nice to me. Thank you so much. And they said, like, you know, we'll help you, like, if you need a break to the bathroom, like, you know, we'll save your spot and stuff, because they have been there for the other nights. So I'm telling you, I'm going by myself to this place. And because I told my friends the story about the bracelet, they all like kind of scared me, or like gave me like, you can't just trust everyone. And I'm like, I know, but like, whatever. So a little bug got into my head, and I was like, oh gosh, should I be asking these people, like, what is their intention? Why are they in the front row if they're not a fan of Karol G? Like, are they, and because they're in the VIP section, like, are they trying to just meet people in the VIP? Should I be meeting people at the VIP? Do other people envy that I'm in this side of the VIP? My head was racing so much, and I had already stayed there 2 hours, and I said, I can't move, like, I need to stay here. So I made that choice. Then this girl came behind me like, hey, can I take a picture of you? And I said, yeah. And she's like, can I do a little video too? And I said, yeah, and with a flag, and I'm there. And I was a little shy, like I was, because I like direction, like, can you do this and this and this? And I'll be like, yeah, hell yeah. But if it's just kind of like freestyle, I get a little self-conscious because I don't know, I can do so many different things, but where is this going to? So whatever, I was cute. And I asked her, yo, where is this for? Is this for a Karol G fan club? And she's like, no, this is Bichota Records. And I'm like, Karol G makes music now under her label, which is Bichota Records. So this girl is taking a picture of me, admiring my costume, my outfit. I forgot to tell you something else. After I did a Tekuhe video, I posted it on the way home Friday. And then on Saturday morning, it was booming. And it kept booming. And I was like, fuck. I never had this many likes. I have maybe had views, but not likes. I was like, what is going on? And then Karol G's dad liked it. And I was like, and Bichota Records liked it too. And I was like, So now we're back. When they told me there was Bichota Records, I'm like, yo, thanks so much for liking my video. The one up there with like the Tekuhe song. And she's like, oh yeah. You were like, da 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 da. And I'm like, yes. And she's like, oh my god, I'm gonna repost that. And I'm like, ah. And then she told me her name. And I'm like, and this is how they call me. And I'm like, ah. And I was freaking out. At that moment, I said, I must be in the right place. I need to stay here. Like, there's a reason why it's working here. But between sets, things are very quiet. Like, there's not even music in the background, so it's like everybody can hear you. And I don't like that. Like, why are you listening to my conversations? It was just uncomfortable. So I put my headphones on and just listened to, my music between sets. Now we're at Young Thug. Music is sounding great. Like, I'm getting anxious. I can't sit down anymore. Like, we sat down, but now like everybody was standing up, and I just had like this feel like I need to get up. So I got up, and I have a lot of anxiety. The girls next to me, once again, I was a little shaded off, but like, you see how I told you about the guy with the bracelet? I trust him. I did not have the same vibe with these girls. They were nice, but something was off. Like, once again, why are you here if you're not a fan? Like, what is your intention of being here with these rich people? Like, are you a journalist? Like, are you an influencer? Like, I don't know. I think it's a little creepy when you just people watch kind of thing. Famous people watch. I don't know. I'm sorry. You can fast forward this. Like, I'm a little in that. So I didn't trust him. And then at one moment, Young Thug was like, we're gonna do like this, like back and forth or whatever. I don't know. And everybody started freaking out, and I have like anxiety, and I grabbed the rail, and people were trying to grab the rail, and I'm like, what's happening? And nothing happened. But then the music stopped. And that person in my left, she no longer was there. And this other lady's right there, and she's elbowing me, like elbows out. And I panicked because I had my eyes closed when the music ended, because I was jamming, and I did not hear him saying like goodbye. I only felt like the music stopped, like completely, like just like boom. No fireworks, nothing, just like boom, and there was no like applause or anything. I don't know, I just don't remember ending it. So when this lady is like right here elbowing me, I start freaking out, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? And she's like, es que están empujando, they're pushing. And I'm like, who is pushing? Like, I don't feel nobody pushing me. So who is pushing? And I look back, and I'm like, it's getting dark now, so now I'm freaking out. I know I'm all the way in the front, and there's like a massive, huge people behind me. I just know that everybody's gonna come here at one point. So I just didn't know who to trust. Because the girls next to me, they were like, because I felt that girl, she was also like elbowing me. And at that moment, I thought like, see, this is their plan. They're trying to like hurt me. I don't know, like. And then I looked at her and I'm like, yo, why are you elbowing me? And she did not say anything. She just like gave me these eyes and like tried to make eye contact, like put your elbows out. But I'm like, for what? Like, what's happening? Like, the only persons that I feel in danger was the people next to me. And this girl that new girl, she was like, no, es que la señora que estaba aquí me dio el lugar. So I'm like, yo, you were not here, there was another lady. She's like, no, ya se fue, yo me dio el lugar, yo te vi, yo sé que estás aquí desde las 8, no sé qué, me dijo. Yo, what? Like, how long have you been watching me? I feel so exposed. And I knew I had a lock in my bag and I had my stuff with me, but still I felt like people were touching my stuff. Like nothing was happening. Everything was happening in my head. And this new girl, she's like, oh yeah, I know that you've been here for a long time. Come, get in. Like, and I'm like, get in where? There's a freaking gate. We're in the front. Get in where? If anything, you're getting in. Like, move your elbow back or like get behind me. Why are you not giving me room? Because she was elbows out and I'm like squeezing like, hello, what's happening? And then I had a panic attack. I had a security person in front of me, right? They started flashing a light near me, and then I felt like these other people were coming with masks and glasses. I thought they had stopped the whole show because I was getting mad with this lady. Because I felt like everybody felt that we were getting heated, and she's like, yeah, you were even shaking, are you alright? And I'm like, do you need to get out? Do you need to leave? Do you need to get somebody to get you out? And I'm like, so you just need me to get out of here? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't want to be fighting for Karol G next to like a psycho. I want to just enjoy it. And before all this, it was great. Like, I had my other girls that I was like, okay, but like they were behaving. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm over it. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I start seeing the set getting moved for Karol G to get ready, and I start calming down because I feel like, okay, things are moving. It's not just me. I even like moved away from the wall, from the barricade or whatever you call that stuff, so I can move back. And at the moment I moved back, I felt way calmer because I'm like, I want to move, I want to leave. But then you look back and one, it's dark, and two, it's a whole crowd behind you. You can't move. So I just stay in my spot. And I felt awkward. Felt like I had made a scene. And I was just very self-conscious. When this girl showed up, another dude also showed up behind me, and he was like, oh my god, you're gonna let me go on top of your shoulders so I can see? And once again, I thought like people just wanted me to not be there, or like I shouldn't be there, or like I don't know. And that's what I'm saying, like I should not have been in that section with VIP, because these fans were just too invasive. Like I don't know, they were not what I they were not it. It was not the right crew. Okay. So now KAROLCHELLA starts. I know, right? How exciting now. I'm very close to the front, so wide shots, I can't get all the screens. Everything was happening so much. I like going to concerts. I love Karol G, you all know that. So when I go to concerts, I sing, I dance the songs. But here I wanted to record, and then I didn't, and then I see everybody recording, and I'm like, should I be recording? You know, other people are here, like other people in the world wanna see content, and I'm not giving content, and like, is this my opportunity? Like, overwhelmed. I wasn't sure what she was gonna do. I was so uncertain on everything. Like, these fans were like just, oh my god, pichata, like very like, we're not really fans. Like, we just know about that style, like that. Yeah, she's a it girl, you know. So it was just weird. So weird. I got some, I was very close. So like, I can say literally some rich people were in front of me, and I was next to Karol G, and I saw the rich people getting crazy freaked out by her, and that was kind of silly and fun. Like, we all have you know, or idols, and it doesn't matter how much money you make, you still become giddy. Alright, let's talk about love. When that change between Thug and the guy that I was telling you about, the guy coming to my shoulders, they all came like, felt like it was in a group, cause like the people that I have waited for like 7 hours, they were no longer there. Like, people were not there. They were like new people every time I looked behind me, and it was very confusing on what was going on. I wasn't sure what was going on. It felt very surreal. Like, I almost felt like I was in a fantasy. Because this guy showed up, he was telling me about climbing on my shoulder. He's like, yeah, he got very flirtatious. Like, and there were cute things that I also was interested on. But I was just coming out of this like angry situation. I was feeling that people were stealing my stuff, and now I have these people asking me, "What's your name? Where you coming from? Oh yeah, how long have you been here? Do you need to eat anything? Are you okay?" And because there's no music, I feel everybody was listening to me, and I'm like, you all came as a group, and like one just grabbed my stuff, and now you're trying to find my information. So even though I was having feelings for this dude, and he also did for me, like, I will say something, he will tell me something, and I will not answer back, because I'm like, no, that's giving personal information and everybody's listening. So I got very, very stuck. Yeah. I didn't ask him for his number. I got his name. I forgot his name already. Like Javier, maybe. He didn't know English, or he knew a little bit Spanish. No, he didn't know Spanish, but he knew some of it. Like at one moment I remember teaching him in Spanish a little bit on his ear, and he was really good at saying it. That's why I was like, oh my god, he's so cute. But he was also geeking out. He was like, oh my god, and I'm like, bro. If you really are that much of a fan, why were you not here earlier? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so confused. So confused. I'm walking away from that, knowing that I have all my stuff with me. And, yeah. And I was there. I got some close up of Karol G. I wanted to experience it. I wanted to record. It was just a lot. I know I want to watch it on YouTube because I can see her whole, her whole image, like what she wanted to show us in the end. Do I still think that she needs my help? Yes. I think she needs more creative friends in other outlets besides singing, or producing. Like, she needs a choreographer, and I want to be there to back her up. And hopefully I can just be backstage rather than these crazy people. Because was it worth it? Was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it. It was so worth it. I hadn't had a time of reflecting really, because I had all these feelings, and I know everybody wants to know about it, and I wanted to make a video, so I can only just talk at one time, because as you see, it was a lot. So I'm not really up for telling the story a lot of times. I'm gonna push myself to say it one time in Spanish, but we'll see. This video is already fucking long. So, yeah. Walking away from it, I was like, damn, I was here. It happened. It was me. Bichota Records got me. I had Tekuhe video popping on my Instagram. Maybe new paths will lead up to me. Maybe I can become a choreographer for an artist. And though I felt like Karol G disappointed me in a few things, such as what? I thought she was gonna do Tropical Queta album. She was gonna be like like Lady Gaga, like we're gonna do the Tropical Queta tour, and this is for free. But no, she created a whole set of songs that she already done. Like, I was just like, and dances and ideas that she already done. And as a die-hard fan, I was like, bruh, no, that other one was better. Why couldn't you keep that as a memory? Now I'm like, have this, and it wasn't perfect, and I'm like, so that's what I'm saying. She needs help, and I want to help. So, Carolina, I'll help you. I'm not trying to make out with you. Well, no, of course I'll give you a kiss on the cheek. I'm not trying to make out with you. I just want to help your creativity. I want to make sure that you look as good as you can look. Because these dancers, they need more help. This choreography needs more help. I don't know if you're using the same choreographer, but I need to figure this out, because you need somebody to help you. Will I do it again? Absolutely. If I have an artist that I love, I know to go to the fan front row. Period. Even if I had to look back, I know there are true fans. If I'm not on like the barricade, is that what to call it? Please leave it in the comments. The barricade, it's okay to make a second row, because I will still be that close. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, I wasn't in the first row, but be in the second row, and that's it. Like, it's cool. I want to experience Coachella outside and just listen to music and be more prepared to have a relaxed time rather than having a party time. You know, like, I don't know. I wanted to have, like, when I went to Sueños, I feel like I was more chill. I had my own blanket. I just didn't know the rules here, and that fucked me up a little bit. And also, I'm in California, so it's not like I packed everything that I could have need. Um, you know, so whatever. Yeah, we should go. Who wants to go? I don't know if I'm gonna spend this much money, but it's definitely something to do again with friends. And if not, with more self-respect, with more self-confidence, and knowing that making decisions, it's okay. Thanks for listening. I know you wanted to know, so here it is. Whole roller coaster. Damn. Wow. She didn't even sing to Perfume. She sang Amargura, but like, I'm like, oh, okay, yes, but like, oh, what happened? And then she sang that Ese hombre es malo, and I knew, I'm like, that's not her best song in singing. And then she's singing and she's not giving it all, and I'm like, oh, come on. Well, at least I couldn't hear it all. Maybe on YouTube it sounds better. Alright, guys, this time for real. Bye. Oh, should I show you how pretty? Hold on. It's like so nice. The mountains are over there. Goodbye, Palm Spring. Thank you for everything.